Hello, this is Alexander K. on Life. I've got that Robert De Niro, what the fuck is going on look. And that's how we feel when people in our lives who have certain positions and responsibilities don't live up to our expectations. Or even just the role that they're supposed to play, right? So in life, we're given a family, and that family is pretty much appointed to us, whether by chance or, some people think that we chose to come here and we chose our family. Who knows? Our friends we can choose, our family we cannot. Our friends we can change when we see that they're not suitable for us. But family we can't. We can't really change them. And I think that in our family is some of the most powerful, deep lessons we can learn in life. Whether they're whatever they are, whoever they are, whether they're bad for us or good for us. But I'm speaking about the bad. What happens and we get hurt by those people who are closest to us, it makes, at least me, it makes me want to be independent and do everything on my own. Because you don't want to trust someone else. But I think that's instinct needs to be worked with, because we actually can't get to where we need to go on our own. If you think of this sword behind me is it's a replica of Aragorn's sword from Lord of the Rings. And in his story, he worked with Gandalf, he worked with Elrond. Even when he was alone in the wilderness, he still had orders from them, or he had a mission. But he was alone, but he still was working with other really powerful people for a similar aim. And then when it came time for the Fellowship of the Ring, he relied on his brethren, Boromir, who betrayed the group, but also the hobbits. He didn't actually go out and destroy the ring. Frodo, Sam, and Gollum did that. Aragorn had his role, but he didn't accomplish what he needed to accomplish on his own, and he had Arwen to support him. Arwen chose to stay in Middle-earth and believe in him. If you think about it, she gave up an eternity with her family and the people she loved on a chance of saving Middle-earth and supporting the man she loved. That's that kind of sacrifice. That's incredible if you think about that. So, what do we do when the people who are in our lives betrayed us and continually betray us because they are who they are, they won't change? God is there to help us. God knows and sees everything, and God knows what we need. But the journey to recover, to heal, to fix what was wronged, that's a journey worth taking. And then hopefully passing down what you learned to the next generation. The message in this video, what I'm trying to say, is that when people like that are in your life, it's really important to validate to yourself, yeah, they hurt me. Yeah, they're a liar. Yeah, they're not actually being what they're supposed to be. This person is a sibling. They're not supposed to be tearing me down and pulling me down and destroying me, right? That's not what's supposed to happen. If you look in the Bible, there's a story between Cain and Abel. So in the Bible, Cain killed Abel, his own brother. But God took retribution on Cain. You know that. So when your family or friends or people in your life betray you, or spouse, it's God who will get justice for you. It's God who will repay you. And I gotta tell you, in my journey, I'm still waiting for what's owed to me. Aragorn was in the wilderness for like 60, 70 years. And when he was 90, because his race of man lives longer, so he was like 90, he was almost 100 when he marched on Mordor and said, "For Frodo," right? So the wilderness, the time we spend in the wilderness is long. And if you read the Bible in Psalms, David spent like 20 years in the wilderness running from King Saul. Like, he was the anointed king of Israel, but Saul refused to step down. David even had a chance to murder Saul and take the crown for himself, but he spared Saul's life. Yet Saul continued to pursue him, a madman, possessed. And it was God who ended Saul's reign. So my message in this video is to say that to those people in your life who betrayed you, who you hate, who you know you need to forgive, but it's so hard, who, if you give them a chance and another chance and another chance, they keep doing the same thing. They keep lying, or they keep pulling you down, or they're blaming you, or make you the scapegoat. Those people who don't change, who might be your family. First of all, don't let them continually hurt you again and again. Set boundaries if you can. But it's God the one who will bring them to justice. It's not your business. Justice on them is not your business. And it is God who will give you what you deserve, which is good people in your life who want to build you up, who want to help you. And that's the other part of the message that I wanted to, is a two-parter. The other part is that those people who betrayed you will make you feel like you need to live alone and be independent and no one loves you, and like you make you feel isolated and unsafe to trust anyone. But that's not the place where you need to stay. To truly get your revenge, you need to connect with people who are trustworthy, who do want your best, and who do support you. Who in their heart just want to see you do well. When you do well, they do well. And those people aren't necessarily easy to find. I'm just saying that to accomplish your dream, your mission in this life, you can't do it alone. You know, YouTube is a great place, and there's a lot of people who have messages that are positive. Yes, there's a lot of crap and bullshit on YouTube also, but there's a lot of people who are putting out positive messages like a support system. YouTube is a place you can go. You won't have personal contact with those people, but that doesn't mean that they can't influence you. But focusing on the people who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, being angry, remaining angry with them, it's not going to make room for the people that you need. It'll actually continue to bind you to those people, and you'll continue to be victimized and hurt. It's better to let them go and say, this is who you are. I'll let you go of all obligations. And I'm going to let you be what you are and who you are in your own evolutionary cycle. But I need supportive people. I need people who don't lie. I need people who tell the truth. I need people who are sincere. I need people who actually want to see me succeed and not subconsciously want to destroy me. It's possible with God's help, God's grace. I know it is. So, bit of a serious video today. And if that's happened to you, I'm really sorry. I'm here to say I am sorry. We live in a fallen world, my friend. We live in a world where your mother will say, I'm your mother, but secretly she's destroying you and cursing you. Well, she says, I love you, but her words are like witchcraft curses to keep you poor, to keep you hating yourself. Like that's the world that we live in, where that stuff exists. It's crazy, and it's real. Whatever you're going through is real. Whatever your senses are telling you is real. You gotta wake up. Gotta shake you and wake you up. It's real. You are not the problem. Knowing that it's not your fault and you are not the problem is key for you, because to step into your glory, to step into what you need to do on this earth, you need to realize it's not your fault. You didn't make the earth this way, and you didn't make those people in your life this way. You didn't corrupt them. They made their own bad choices, or they got hurt and they didn't know how or have the wherewithal to evolve out of that. But this is happening to you, and it's happened to you. It's happened to me. And it's your responsibility. It may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility to seek out how to evolve out of that. Otherwise, you'll constantly live in fear, anger, resentment, thinking you're a victim. And brother, I've lived through that. I've lived through hell. I've escaped hell. Every day when I wake up, I'm just grateful to be alive, knowing I escaped hell. Whose hell? Well, someone else's hell that I was born into, not mine. And they're choosing to remain in that hell, and that's their choice. But baby, I gotta escape and make this world a better place. That's what I want to do. But it starts with yourself, and it starts with growing up, realizing the truth about these people, and letting them go. I recommend not seeking revenge. I recommend allowing God to bring justice, forgiving them, and find a way to connect with people and communities who are genuinely supportive, and find... I think self-esteem is a misleading concept. Self-esteem is about self, but I think it's about self in connection with other people. When you feel good about yourself because you give to others, or you uplift others, or you have value for others, or you achieve something. I don't think self-esteem is only about, being all alone by yourself and feeling good about yourself, because I don't think that we are, by nature, the human species is not... We're communal species. And if your community is toxic and poisonous, or your family, we're forced to operate alone and independently. And we're forced to be the lone wolf. I don't think lone wolf is a glorious thing. There's a lot of YouTube videos about the lone wolf. It's not great. It's better to... If you need to be a lone wolf, that's fine. But being a lone wolf until you can find a pack of wolves or lions or whatever you want to say who has your back, who are there to support you, to love you, make sure that... And who can be real with you and truthful with you about your faults, about what you need to do to grow, who are bringing wisdom. And you'll know when you find these people, because they'll leave you feeling better about yourself, and they'll accept your flaws. Well, that's all I got to say on this subject. I got to admit, I didn't know it would be so heavy when I started. I started out just by thinking, oh, I want to talk about community and how we need others to succeed, and then I realized that I had more to say on that subject. We need to know that because our community, family, whoever, failed us. And honestly, in the end, they lost us. Their betrayal, constant betrayal to us, caused them to lose us. They lost us. They may not know why, but subconsciously, I like to think they know why. It had something to do with them. It's sad. But it's time to move on, and it's time to build, to rebuild. Because I ain't done yet, and neither are you, so let's get going. Until next time.